Hello and welcome to English Hub channel. Do you know the difference between the passive voice and being passive-aggressive? I'll tell you. When somebody you used to date makes a Facebook post complaining how terrible their ex was and how great they're doing without him or her now, and you know they're actually speaking about you without mentioning your name, this is being passive-aggressive, and it sucks. While passive voice is great, it allows you not to care about who has done the action. You get the joke, right? So, passive voice is not just grammar, it is a mindset. And today I will tell you how to make the passive voice a part of your life. So, first of all, let's debunk some myth about the passive voice. First, it is used only in formal speech. That is not true. You don't have to be a university professor to use passive voice in your everyday life.
Hey! What happened?
We were attacked.
By whom?
I don't know.
Second, a comment you can very often hear from students, but nobody speaks like this in real life. Seriously, you don't eat chocolate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but it doesn't make us destroy chocolate factories. The passive voice is more common to English speakers and more natural to them. That's why don't be afraid to add some passive voice chocolate to your diet. Let's look at one example which will illustrate how natural it is to use the passive voice in English. So in the active voice we would say, "My mother bore me in Kharkiv." But do people really speak like that? Does anybody ever ask you, where did your mother bear you? It sounds creepy.
I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause I make no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way.
So of course we would use passive voice and say, I was born in Kharkiv. And it leads us to a few simple rules. We use the passive voice first, when we don't know or don't care who has done the action. Second is when the object or the action are more important than the subject. For example, somebody has stolen her wallet. Do we know who has done it? Or do we care who has done it? Maybe, but not much. What we really care about is that her wallet is gone and she can't pay for her bus. So we would say, her wallet has been stolen. Now let's get to the practice. Here are the 6 steps that will help you to transform your active voice sentences into the passive voice ones. So first step, identify your subject, verb, and the object. So let's take the example. Somebody lost the office key. So somebody is our subject, lost is our verb, and the office key is the object of the sentence. Second step, move the object of the sentence to the place of the subject. In our case, it will be the office key. Third step, identify the verb tense of the active voice sentence. In our case, it is past simple. Step number 4, transform the verb to be into that tense. In our case, the verb to be will be was. The office key was. Step number 5, add past participle of the main verb after the verb to be. The office key was lost. And step number 6, decide what to do with the subject of the sentence, somebody in our case. So you can add it using the word by. For example, the office key was lost by somebody. Now it's your turn. Transform these sentences from active voice into the passive voice. First one, he hasn't watered the flowers for 2 weeks. That's right. The flowers haven't been watered for 2 weeks. We use have instead of has because flowers are plural. Another example. I will post this video on YouTube. You're right, this video will be posted on YouTube. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Use the passive voice, but don't be passive-aggressive.